Okay, here's what's happened this morning. It's about 5 minutes to 12, actually. Don't know if you can see that, but it really is. And what happened was, well, you could, if I stop talking, you should be able to hear my fridge running there in the background. You've heard me complaining about how noisy it is and how old it is and how it has time, it's time for a replacement. So this morning, I drove out to a outfit that we have here in Canada. I think it's a Canadian chain. It's called The Brick, and they're a furniture appliance place. So I go out there and I find out that they don't have anything in stock. They did, but not that was going to work for me. And so they could order something in, but I mean we're looking at months, and it might have to come all the way from China or wherever it's made. And bottom line is I wasted the whole morning that I should have been working on my model. I guess maybe it wasn't wasted. Anyway, what am I doing here? Well, I want to measure my chain and just see how much of this chain I'm going to have over after I run it down through the hose pipe and around the winch and then down into this little hole here. How much extra am I going to have? Because I want to cut off a little piece so that I can do a comparison. Our friend Mark in Australia mentioned that why don't you use vinegar? So I said, yeah, maybe I'll give it a try. So I want to cut off a little piece so we can, like I say, do our before and after look at. And I'm pretty sure there's going to, oh yeah, I can see, just by eyeballing it, there's going to be lots here. Just cut off just a few links. Anyway, I didn't get my fridge. Now, on a brighter note, it is beautiful here today. When I went to the Brick, I didn't even put on a jacket. And that is the last of our snowdrift. By this evening, that will be gone. I think we're about 15 Celsius right now. Unreal. Okay, I think you can probably see what I'm trying to do here. Oh yeah, there's going to be lots of anchor chain. I can probably snip off half an inch off the end there and still have lots to spare. So there's enough left here that it can go down the hose pipe and the anchor can hang on the end of it. Now, while I'm thinking of it, one of the viewers about 3-4 days ago put me on to another modeler who is also building the HMS Hood from Trumpeter in 200 scale. And so I went on his website and I checked him out. His name is Steve. Now, I don't usually say anything or like this, but I'm going to put Steve's website, a link to it, in the description in today's episode. And this guy is, he's a skilled modeler. You can just tell by the way he's going at things. He's changing things. He's worried about the fact that there are many mistakes in this kit. I'm not worried. I just want it to look good when it's in the model case, along with the Bismarck, and it will look good. Even though there are a few little places I could have maybe done a better job painting. And I've sure got to be careful here that I don't get back into wasting a whole lot of time videoing, because I just love videoing and talking. You guys are the only people I got to talk to. No, it's not that bad. The girl at the Brick, she talked to me this morning, so I'm okay for a couple of days. Okay, let's get back to being serious here. So anyway, I'm going to put the link to Steve's website. He calls it the Model Shed. Now, as I started to say, and I have a bad habit of rambling and getting off the subject here, he's going to try and make his model more accurate. He's going to be changing things. Like, for instance, he was talking about the degaussing cable that runs around the outside of the ship here, that it's not right. And I think he said something about that this wasn't right. Or was it Aussie Trekkie? Scott from Aussie Trekkie. Yeah, he's another one that likes, he goes at it and he changes things. So, and that's good. That's the way to do it. But for me, I think this is going to be okay. Anyway, check out Steve's website for those of you who want to or maybe thinking of building this particular kit. I don't know if how long it's going to take him to do it, but anyway, we've talked enough about that. All right, let's cut off a little piece of anchor chain here and get it soaking in vinegar. Okay, there's a couple of ways that a person can think about this. And you might say to yourself, why not blacken the large part and then use the short one as a comparison? But what if it doesn't really blacken it very much, and then I've got to paint it again? Now, when you soak something like this in vinegar, now this is just my own theory. I might be all wrong on this, but I think I'm right. When you blacken brass, it actually oxidizes, and the brass itself I don't think really changes color that much, in that it gets a black oxidation on the outside. Now let's say it's not really enough, and then later I have to put the Stynylrez primer on it anyway to blacken it. Okay, so that means I'm going to be painting on top of oxidation, which may not, the Stynylrez may not stick as well as it would on the bare brass. So I'm just going to do a test first, and if I like it, then I'll soak the rest of it. So we'll just cut off about 1/2 inch here. Now, there's probably a better way that I could have done that, but it wouldn't have been on camera. Okay, let's just drop this little piece here in the vinegar. I can't talk and work at the same time. I'm not like my friend Jim Steen, who can narrate while he's working. Now, if you will remember, way back when we were doing the Bismarck, I had soaked something in vinegar in the ultrasonic cleaner, and I was concerned about the fact that possibly I had poisoned the vinegar and it wasn't going to be any good for human consumption. And then I went out and I bought another jug of vinegar. Well, I kept the old vinegar, and that's what this is. Actually, I can sort of smell it when I took the lid off there. So it's got to be fairly potent yet, if I can smell it already. Anyway, let's put this in, and we'll leave it until tomorrow and see what we got, and then we'll compare it with this. And if it's black enough, then we will soak this in the vinegar. Yeah. In the meantime, I've got to get to work. I've got my compressor plugged in the basement, and I want to spray some of these little parts here and try and get some pieces stuck on. So hopefully the next time I see you, we'll be looking at painted parts. As I'm sitting here in the computer room right now editing out these last few scenes, I'm thinking I had better leave my camera right here beside the computer. If I take it back to the model table with me, I'm going to be wanting to video, and I'm not going to be getting anything done here. So I'm going to have to say thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.